I thought I would give you 5 tips to have better sex. The first one I'm going to talk about is communication. And you know I say that repeatedly. All the sex educators will tell you that communication is the key to great sex. Now, communicating can mean a lot of things. It can be physical communication, how you touch somebody. It can be how you look at somebody. And it definitely is how you speak to somebody and how you talk about sex. The more that you talk about it, the more that you ask your partner what they like, the more that you tell your partner what you like, the better your sex is going to be. And remember, the more sex you have, the more sex you want, the better your sex gets. The second thing I'm going to talk about is time. Make time for sex. It is something that is equally important to prioritize in your life for your health. Sex, especially for a couple in long relationships, it takes some planning. Yes, scheduling sex. It doesn't need to mean we're going to have sex at 6 p.m. on Saturday night. It could just mean that you give yourselves enough space and time to do it. Like, give yourselves a few hours, or make sure you have a vacation every so often, or that you have time that you know is going to be allotted to intimacy, whatever that intimacy ends up being. Lubricate. Okay, number 3 is lubricate. Especially for women as they age, we need to make sure there's lubrication. But lubrication's kind of fun. It makes everything slippery. It makes the penis slippery. It makes the vagina more penetrable, but it also makes the fingers more slippery. You don't need to just use lubricant on the genitals. You can use it all over the body, and it kind of makes it fun and slippery, and it's just a great thing to add. And it shouldn't be something that's just prescriptive. Lubricant can be part of all the sensation play that you have, the different sensations, different places that you're touching your partner. Lubrication, and I always recommend silicone lubrication because I just find that it feels better, more slippery. You don't have to keep replacing it. Next thing I'm going to say is be creative. Don't stick to the same sex you've been having your whole life. Try different things, whether it's trying different times of day, afternoon delight, whether it's trying different types of positions, whether it's trying it in a different room, or it's trying something completely out of the realm of what you would normally do. Maybe it's trying something kinky, maybe it's hot wax, maybe it's going to a sex party or bringing in some kink. Whatever it is, be creative. Try new things. And the last thing I'm going to say is do not focus on the outcome. Sex does not have to be orgasm focused. It can just be an erotic experience between you and your partner where you touch each other, you look at each other. That becomes your communication, that becomes your lubrication, and it just becomes this experience that is so much better than the kind of focused, orgasm focused, let's do it quickly, let's just assume we know what we're doing and, have penis and vagina, the same sex we've always had. Let's get creative. Let's communicate. Let's make time. Let's lubricate. Let's be creative. And let's not focus on the outcome. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and write me a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. It helps grow the show. You can also share it with your friends. And if you really want some more tips, head over to my website to pick up your pleasure playbook.